In this short screencast, I'm going to show you about flash fill, the advantages and disadvantages, and primarily I'm going to highlight the disadvantages because this is going to set us up for the next couple of screencasts on using text functions in Excel. So I'm over here in this names file. I've also added some data here that's not in the names file, just some random numbers separated by hyphens. I've got a bunch of names here, hypothetical names, and Excel has a really nice flash fill tool. So if I wanted to extract into separate columns the last name and first name, I can just type in a couple examples. So Apple, and then as I'm typing in Arnaud for the second line, you see there's kind of this hidden drop down thing back here that it's detecting. That's known as flash fill. So if you click on that, then it'll automatically flash fill those names down, and you see it does a really good job of plucking out the last name. You can also go up here, there's these options, and we can just accept the suggestions. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So that's really nice. We can also do this with the first name. So I could type in a couple examples, and when I'm not even done typing that second one, it kind of gives me this suggested list, and then I can accept those suggestions. So that's really nice and really useful. The only problem with this, if we wanted to insert a row here and a new name, so this might be Sally Struthers, it's not automatically updating the table. Whenever you're making Excel files, you should think in terms of making the Excel workbook auto update or live calculations. So if we insert a person here, it's not automatically calculating. So you can always highlight a region here. If the flash fill tool does not show up, like it's not showing up here, we can always go up here to data, and then we can select flash fill here, and it'll automatically fill that in. So that's one way we can do it. Again, I can go here, data tab, flash fill, and it automatically does that. So let me show you a way that you'll learn more about in the coming screencasts, and that is how to make these formulas live, as in we want to make these text functions. So here's one that's going to use something known as left and the find functions, and again you'll learn this in the next screencast, but this uses a formula with two functions in Excel to automatically determine where that comma is, and then it extracts the last name. We can do the same thing for the first name using three embedded functions here that you'll learn about in the text functions screencast coming up. But bottom line is it's automatically extracting the last name there. The nice thing about this, now we go in here and I insert a row and I put a new record in there, then it automatically updates that. Also at the end, I can put in a new name and it automatically fills in those formulas. It doesn't do that with the flash fill. Here's another example of where we could possibly use flash fill. I could start typing in 527. Maybe I want to extract the left part, the middle part, and the right part. And I could type in 51. And you notice when I'm not even all the way through, it has these suggestions. So I can click there. I can go ahead and accept the suggestions. We can type in 232, 879, and the flash fill tool, from what I've experienced, is not very consistent. So here it's not detecting that middle one, 879. If that's not happening, again, you can kind of highlight this row, go to data, flash fill, and it does a pretty good job of recognizing that. And then we can finalize this with our last column, and it's not detecting that either like it did in the first. So I'm going to highlight this, and I'm going to go up here to flash fill, and it does a pretty good job. But again, if I wanted to insert, so let's go ahead and insert by shifting cells down, and I put in just a random part number here, then it doesn't automatically fill that in like it would if you use a text function. And you're going to learn about those text functions to do this in the coming screencasts. In summary, you can certainly use the flash fill tool, but a lot of times it's not going to automatically update when you add items to your various tables.